Okay, so in this demonstration we're going to create some tools. Tools we use in OM to allow operators to run commands from the Java GUI, but we don't necessarily want to give them direct access to the systems that they're working on. So we're going to start off by creating a tool group. So we go to Edit, Add Tool Group, and we're going to call this tool group My Tool Group. And we'll put that in for the label and the description, and then we click Save. We're now going to create two tools, one that will connect to a web browser and another one that will connect to a server and run the ps-ef command and report the output of it back. So let's do the URL one first. We go to Edit, Add Tool, and I'm going to call this My Web Tool. And I want this tool to be a member of the My Web Tool group. So I click on My, filter on My. There's My Tool group. Double click on it. We see it's got into the back page, which is good. And now we're going to define what we want this tool to actually do. So we'll call it My Web Tool. We'll use the same for the description. Then we click on OM Tool and we specify the type of tool we want. So different types we have. We can create this as a OM tool. We can create, in this case we're going to create it as a URL action. So we want to launch a web browser and point to a URL. And the URL that we want to point to is we want to bring up the web interface of the server that we've connected. Now for demonstration purposes, the exercise we're going to go through here will only work when you click on your OM Linux box. What we're going to do is we're going to create a tool that will bring up the admin interface of your OM server. What I want to do is I want to use some variables here. So when the operator selects a node in the node bank, that we will extract from the selected node some information and use that to create the URL. If you get the admin reference guide and you go to page 151, it's got a full table of these variables you can use. So the one I'm going to go for here is the node name, which is $OPC _nodes. The port number I need to listen to is 9662, and that's the one that the Midas is listening on. I don't have any additional parameters. I'm going to pass it, and I click Save. That's the first tool specified. The second tool is going to run a ps-ef and capture the output of it. So to do that I go Edit, Add Tool, and this tool I'm going to call My Process Checker. Fill that in for the label and the description. And this particular tool, I want to run it on the machine that I've selected. So I click here on target node selected by operator, and the command I want to run is ps-ef. So what's going to happen is this command is going to run. It's going to execute the ps-ef command and it's going to feed the output back to me. I have to specify which username I want it to run as, so I can put in there's a built-in variable to specify the agent, the user account that the OV agent runs as. I'm going to tell it that I want to run it as root. Click Save. OK. And what I forgot to do there was I wanted to add that particular tool to my tool group. But that's not a problem. I can do that a number of ways. The easiest way, if I go to Browse and I go to All Tool Groups, bring up the My, there's my tool group, click on the wheel to the right of it, and then from here I say Assign Tool or Tool Groups. The name of it is My. I'm going to filter on that, click Filter, and there's my process checker. Click on it and click OK.